Hey there, everybody. Welcome to TrialShare Gaming. Today, we have Road to 500 week ahead. It's episode 32, and we reached 400 subs. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much. I want to preface this by saying I am re-recording this. I can't even talk. The first one I had pre-filmed as soon as we hit 400. We are now at 402. But the reason I'm re-recording it, not to take away from the 400 subs, we'll talk about that again here in a minute. My weather was windy, rainy. It was coming down left and right. Power flicked on and off multiple times throughout the day. It was off for a good part of the day, but when it did come back, it started to flicker on and off. It was not great. I couldn't even get it fully uploaded or get it. I just had no internet access. I really couldn't get it going. So I was like, okay, we'll just refilm it and release it the next day. Thankfully, about 7-ish, I think, when I made the post, the internet came back. I decided to make the MUT journey on TrialShare Gaming Sports go live because that's like, okay, you can go live, you know. But I didn't want to just post a video and not be able to get the next day's video, like the Patreon stuff going. So I decided everything will shift by a day. So let's talk about 400 subs, guys. I want to thank you, everyone who subscribed. It means the world to me. Hitting 402 is massive, not only for the milestones, but to the road to 500, which is our main goal right now. But we know each and every sub is important. I hope everyone watching is enjoying the content. And if you have ideas on how to improve it or things you would like to see, obviously let me know. But again, thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. And it's amazing, right? Because I've also been looking at analytics a little bit more, right? And I'm making sure I bring up the right screen because I accidentally closed the screen I needed up. When we talk about monetization side of stuff, right? 500 subs for eligibility and 3 videos uploaded. We easily do that. Need 3,000 watch hours. We're about 2,000 public watch hours right now. It's crazy. In the last 365 days, 2,000 watch hours. It's crazy, you know? Especially when we think our views are up, the watch time's up, subscribers obviously up. It's great. It feels amazing. And the fact we're at nearly, almost 2K, it's 1.9K here, views, that's awesome. In the last 28 days. I am so thankful for everyone who watches, everyone who subscribes, everyone who drops a like, because all of that matters, and it's blowing me away. And not to mention, it's something that there's periods where you'll go through stretches of seeing viewership go down or watch time go down or no subscribers, and you feel it. And then all it takes is one subscriber, one little bump in viewership or something that makes you feel oh, hey, I need to not get so bogged down on that. And it's the reason why I haven't really tried to look at analytics for too long, but when I do look at them, it's okay, I can see the progress, I can see where we're going, and I want to continue growing, I want to continue to improve, and I want to continue to get better, not only at content making and getting stuff going for you, but managing my personal life. Things are financially getting tighter and tighter every day. And so as I manage all this, seeing us past 400 is, when you have those bad days, when you wake up and you hear your friend, talk about, oh, this happened, or, I had a number of friends lost pets over the last month. That's really I either met them or seen a lot of pictures of them, and it's oh, that sucks. Seeing that negativity, because there's so much of it being thrown at your face almost every day, it feels it's so awesome to see something get that positive smack back, you feel good, it's just an amazing feeling, guys. I do want to thank every single one of you for that feeling, because there's been good days and bad days, but it feels more bad days are happening lately. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. And I truly do mean it. But it's one of those things where now that we passed 400, let's talk about them actually. Milestones. So we crossing 400, that means Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery Masochist will return. You can see the unlock symbol right next to it. No matter what, even if people unsubscribe and we drop below 400, Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery Masochist will come back. Now, 100% honesty, right? 100% honesty. Mystery Masochist will return sometime in late March, early April. I have to be honest. Because the first episode we'll pick up from there and we'll have a massive recap and talk about why it kind of went away. But I want the return to be big, and I need to plan for it. I also need to make sure, financial stuff's set and all that, because I want Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery Masochist to return with a bang. So I'm setting it late March, early April for that timetable to return. I also want to make sure sub-week number 1 is out of the way. And I've said this a couple times, and I need to hold myself accountable. We will 100% have posts this week about sub-week. And it's kind of tough because it's like, how do I manage all my subs in one place? Like, I can make posts, but non-subs can see it. So is that the best way to go about it? I wish there was like a hub where I could get everyone together and be like, hey, can we all do it? But it's not feasible, right? Like, if I go down to community, I don't think there is a way to have like a community tab or anything yet, like a group where we can all get together. So yeah, but I do want to be honest. I am excited to get these posts going, and I think it'll be a great idea for you guys to come up and have a vote on what one whole week of content on this channel looks like for us, and I think that will be a fun change. But guys, sub-week number 1 will get done, and then Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery Masochist will definitely return into March, early April. All right? So being at 402, it's amazing. I mean, and another reason is if we have another big bump at any point and we get to 420, sub-week number 2, I want sub-week number 1 done. So I'm definitely feeling the pressure after we cross 400, seeing that the next goal to unlock is another sub-week, and I haven't even done the first one. Yeah, no. 440, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pack a Day returns. That is something, again, that will be big. You Decide Stream Edition, that I think is going to be one of the biggest ones, is you guys get to decide a whole week of streams. 480 subs, within reason, obviously. 480 subs, sub-week number 3. And then 500 Yu-Gi-Oh! Collector's Journey returns. That's massive. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Mystery Masochist, guys, you did it. We crossed 400. Yu-Gi-Oh! Content will return to the channel. And yeah, giving myself some time to collect the mystery products and to get the episode filmed and everything and really make it as big as I want, but without like overshadowing the rules of the series, because there are still rules to Mystery Masochist we cannot break. So very important there. Let's go to milestones non-sub base. Lose weight. I have been lagging a little bit, but I know I need to. It's not like time to shut up and just get to it. I need to lose weight. I need to do more. I need to work out. Not only will it help with mental health, but it'll help with my energy levels. And yeah, I think it's important. Get a job. I'm actually taking a day or two to relook at my resume and everything and reevaluate to see if I have been doing something wrong, if something's been misspelled. Even though I've always checked that stuff, I'm taking a slow 2-day process to check every single little thing for getting a job, to make sure I land one perfectly that suits my talents, but also is something that I would want to do. Get a video sponsor, that'd be massive. But I also know that it comes with time and community size and stuff like that. And so these milestones are kind of more based on, I mean, get a job should be above lose weight, I think. But the bottom four are more long-term ones. Getting a video sponsor, getting a channel stream sponsor, those are massive. But those are long-term goals that they are. I mean, it's non-sub based, but it is kind of directly tied to analytics and subs. So that's I just realized counterintuitive, but record at a live Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon event, that's something where I want good equipment, good camera, and really make sure I have a connection with the store first, and not just show and be like, I'm content creator, let me film here, I'd want permission, I want to make sure I know them, and it's not just I kick in a door, say, I'm borrowing your store to film, I'd like to get to know the people and spend some time with them. Also have good equipment, like a real camera and a good setup I can take with me. Collab with a YouTuber with 5K plus subs. This is another big one. But this one, I think, even though it's at the bottom of the list, I think can happen at any time. Because all it takes is one guy to, and this has to be a video on my channel, their channel, but all it takes is for one guy who has 5K plus subs to be like, hey, I like your content. I like what you're putting out. I think you're funny and I want to do a video with you. And who knows, if it's a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, cool. If it's a Pokemon guy, a Digimon guy, and it could be as simple as let's battle, let's do a randomizer thing, let's do Soul Link or whatever. We could get stuff together to make that work. But that's also at the bottom because I think to collab with that, it would have to be, there'd still have to be communication, getting talked, get to know them, make sure we actually get along. Because the last thing you'd want is say, hey, let's film a video, and maybe I make a joke or something that he doesn't like, or maybe he doesn't like the way I record. There's little things behind the scenes, personal things, that can bother you. And so that is something I'm well aware of. But those last four at the bottom, get a video sponsor, channel stream sponsor, record at a live event, and collab with a YouTuber with 5K plus subs, they all are long-term goals in the essence that they could happen at any moment technically, but I also feel like realistically those are long-term goals that again, the 5K plus subs is sub-based, but it's also not sub-based because it's not directly related to my subs, while the milestones is directly to the number of subs I have. So that's why it's worded that way. But yeah, the top four though, procrastination turning the top three, the get a job, man, it's tough. Waking up, seeing no's, going to interviews thinking you did great, and they tell you do great, and everything seemed to be great, and then you miss out the job by one person or two people. They're like, oh yeah, we had 3 spots, but yeah, we had 3 others we thought were just good, but okay, so I just missed out. I made it past the first, second, third interview. I did all your tests and all your little things, and I'm hung out to dry. It sucks, and it hurts, and that's why, like I said, reaching 400 subs, that negative of getting a job and the stress behind missing out on opportunities, especially when I'm not going to accept less. I'm too stubborn, and I'd rather wait for the right opportunity than accept just anything, But yeah, things like getting to 400 subs is such a positive boost, because when things are negative, you wake up every day and you get emails from jobs pretty much saying you're not good enough. We don't think you're qualified enough. We don't think, this guy was just better than you. It stings. And so when you wake up and you see, oh my God, I reached 400 subs, it's a lift. It uplifts you. And that positivity is, I think, what I need right now. The week ahead. Let's talk about this. So we're back on me. I usually have an image up that says, oh, the week ahead. I had it, and honestly, it kind of got screwed because of the power outage and fluctuation, power flickering on and off, all this stuff with Monday. So obviously you're seeing this Tuesday. Vote 500 week ahead this vid. Then we'll have Pokemon Premier Journey and Randomizer Real Edition throughout the week. They'll probably just start Premier Journey Wednesday, Randomizer Thursday, Premier Journey Friday, So there'll be 3 Premier Journeys, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And then Randomizer will be Thursday and Saturday. right? I think that's the best way to go. But throughout this week, you will start to see posts about Subweek. And the power outage did affect today, but tomorrow you'll see asking questions. And I have to figure out how I want to narrow it down. Like, I kind of want to post, but I also want to make sure, like, people can vote and give suggestions. But I also need to make sure that there's guidelines within my own mind for what to accept and not to accept, because like I said, subject number one is you guys are supposed to help decide what what I'm supposed to do for whole week content. But if someone says, oh, go buy, I don't know, a base 1 Pokemon box, I don't have the money for that, so it has to be within reason. And that's why when I open it up, if there's certain ones where I'm like, financially I can't do this, cross off, it has to be realistic. It can't be something like, go buy a car. I don't have the money to go buy a car. If I had the money to buy a car, things would be entirely different, So, yeah, it's one of those things, guys, where, how do I say this? It has to be within reason. And I'm going to make sure when I make posts, I want to put it in a way where it's short enough and precise enough where you know what to vote on and what to comment, but also not like a 30-page document of these are the rules. Not, I don't. So I need to find that balance. So I think trying to write that very first one is what's kind of nagging at me, because I've tried before to write them and I end up making a huge text blog and I'm like, no one's going to read this. And then I shorten it and I'm like, well, then it feels like I'm not saying this. I need to find a good middle ground, guys. And I hope you understand when I do drop one tomorrow with this, and drop obviously on Patreon, Pokemon Premier Journey Season 2. Yeah, we're going to move forward, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank all of you for getting me to 400 subs. I appreciate it. Here we are, guys. We are in this together. 402 subs. We're on the road to 500. I mean, it's right here. That's our goal. And yeah, I will have another update regarding Mystery Masochist soon. I will have another update regarding multi-stream. I'm testing some things out on different platforms before I multi-stream, because I kind of want to see how it feels. I've been on Twitch, I've been on YouTube. I'm trying Kick out for a couple days, and yeah, I just want to see how things feel and get everything going for that. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of our subscribers, everyone who's watched the video, checked out. It means the world to me, and that positivity is something I definitely needed in some dark times. Thank you guys so much for watching. Till next time. Tag out. I want to give a special thank you to all my Patreon members. Urza and Scott, you're amazing. If you guys want to check out Patreon and join it to get a shout out at the end, check Patreon down in the link to the description below. And you can also, like Scott did, make me re-record this.